Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cornwall Care Training Presentations and Outstanding Staff Awards 2019. I'm Daphne Skinnard from BBC Radio Cornwall, and I'm delighted to be here again. You all deserve an amazing tribute, and that's what today is. You do incredible things, and I am in awe of everything that you do. And I'm delighted to be here to help celebrate your achievements and recognise the talents and extraordinary work of the whole team at Cornwall Care. Now, before we go on a little bit further, there is another celebration, and just in case you missed it, you might not have done, Julia's birthday is today. And happy birthday to you, Julia. Well, there we go. You're not going to forget today in a hurry, are you? And if you've got a mobile phone on you, then please can you put it onto silent. We do encourage you to have a little bit of a tweet if you are into that. Hashtag CC Awards 19 is what you can use, please, if you are going to be tweeting. Well, in both my personal and professional life, I see the increasing importance of the care sector for people in Cornwall, with Cornwall Care at the forefront. The work you do is core to the fabric of our communities, which is why it's so important that we recognise you all today. The presentations and awards would not be possible without the support of various sponsors. Huge thanks to all of them. Let's give them a round of applause. Now, I know it's a little bit wet today, so I'm not sure whether you've had the chance to explore Eden, but I hope you have, and I hope that you've enjoyed lunch as well. Looking at the empty table, I think you have, actually. Well, we start today with the presentation of training certificates, followed by Outstanding Staff Awards, and there'll be a short break in the middle for refreshments. But to get us underway, please welcome Anne Thomas, CEO of Cornwall Care.
Good afternoon, and a really warm welcome to you all to the Cornwall Care Training and Outstanding Staff Awards 2019. It's just fantastic to be here. I remember doing this last year, looking at a whole load of faces that I'd never met before, and it's wonderful that I actually know you and can see you smiling at me, which is good news. So today is about recognising your hard work and thanking you for going the extra mile. I use every opportunity I have to impress upon people I talk to about how skilled you all are and how difficult supporting people with complex needs can be, and how good Cornwall Care staff are at looking after the people we support. Today is about recognising and thanking the people who provide that care and support. Firstly, we're presenting the Learning and Development Awards. Deciding to study whilst working is a big decision. It takes commitment to see that course through and invest the time it takes to do not only go to the sessions, but to do the work that wraps around those, and taking that time out to reflect on what you've learned and how you're going to apply that learning. We've got some exciting plans to expand our learning and development offer for both new staff and current staff. And Emma and her team have written a new dementia programme that I know that you've all been asking for, and that's going to be launched shortly. We are the only organisation in Cornwall with a comprehensive hands-on dementia learning course, and we will use that to demonstrate the very particular skills that we use to look after the people from Cornwall with dementia in Cornwall. And we've all heard in the news over the last couple of months how many people with dementia are having to be looked after outside of the county, and we're determined to provide a higher level of service to local people locally so they can stay in touch with their families. Part 2 of today's celebrations are about the people who have been recognised by their colleagues and the people we provide care and support to. And what stood out to me when I was reading the nominations was that whilst all what you do is the aspect of what people nominated you for was the how you do it. And if that's working properly, you can see behind me the words that featured in those nominations for every category and the overall categories. And they're the words that really demonstrate it's about the care and support that we provide people, and the dedication, and that looking after each other, and the value base of what we do. We are a people business, and the how is the most impactful skill of all. Compassion, kindness, caring, not just for the people we provide a service to, but to each other. And that is our focus going forward. The better that we can support each other, the better we will be able to reduce stress and staff turnover. And that will help us to reduce that dreaded agency bill. And then we will be able to improve the pay and conditions for our staff. So looking after each other is our priority. We can't care for the people we support if we don't look after each other. Andrea's brought lots of resources with her today and is be really happy to talk to you on her stall later on about all the work that we're doing. And you're also going to hear from Tom and Karen a little bit later about the work that we're doing with regards to culture. So we're setting up a dedicated board-level committee which will lead the organisation on the work we do with culture and looking after our staff, and will hold us all to account for its progress. And you'll hear more about that later. But right now, let's celebrate your achievements over the last few months and say thank you to you for your hard work. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Philip Rees, Chair of Cornwall Care. Standing here, looking out at all of you, I see faces. You're all different, all individual, and each of you in your own way has gone the extra mile and helped change lives for the better. You're a credit, not just to Cornwall Care, but to yourselves. And I hope that you feel very proud of the personal achievements, skills, and outstanding service to others that you've made, who you are, and what brings you here today. Every team functions best if it's made up of a mixture of expertise. Individual talent, creativity, knowledge, and character combine to make things work, get things done, and affect positive change. Just as a house wouldn't get built if everybody involved in its construction was a plumber, so an organisation like ours wouldn't succeed without people like each one of you contributing what you do so well. Individually, you're all stars, and collectively, you help Cornwall Care reinforce its growing reputation as an industry leader. In the same way, while Cornwall Care is a large organisation that operates throughout the county, our focus is on the people that we support, who, just like us, have their own needs and differences. No one person is exactly the same as another, and we believe it's important to recognise and appreciate individuality, adopting a flexible, place and case-based approach whenever possible. That's what sets us apart. That and our commitment to providing a 24/7 service delivered by people like you, people who genuinely care. Building relationships is vital, not just with our colleagues and clients, but with other agencies too. Communities work best when they pull together, sharing strengths, pooling resources, and establishing common goals. As the poet John Donne once wrote, "No man is an island entire of himself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main." The same is true of a great charity like ours, and that's why forming partnerships and valuing other perspectives is at the heart of our ongoing strategies. As you have proved today, Cornwall Care is going from strength to strength. Thanks to your exceptional dedication and successes, we are leading the way in care provision across our county. We're improving lives and making a real difference, not just to the people we're looking after, but to their friends and families too. On behalf of everyone you are helping and supporting, thank you. You really are remarkable.
Good afternoon. Let me just try that one more time. Thanks, Mel. Good afternoon. Thank you very much. I should like to start with some ritual humiliation. It's always a good place to start. We have 2 other birthdays today. They're in the learning and development team. I can't help being short. Am I not loud enough, John? Ian, Bang, stand up. And the lovely Margaret Lovell. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Ian and Margaret. Happy birthday to you. Marvellous. So I'm very fortunate to be here again. I got invited back, which is lovely. And I said I've got 3 conditions. Will I get a stage, will I get a mic, and will I get a captive audience, and the door's locked. So you did know the doors were locked, didn't you? Well, you do now. I decided last year, in my infinite wisdom, I started with a little opener, and I said, I've not prepared anything. I'm going to do what we do best in learning and development. I'm going to just, when we've forgotten our lesson plan or not bothered to write one. That never happens in your learning development team, all right? That was a joke, all right? I'm going to wing it. And it went down okay. I was very fortunate. It went down all right. And so I decided that, well, okay, if it worked last time, then let's see if it can work again this time. So I have prepared nothing. So as with last time, what comes out of my mouth is going to be a complete surprise for us all, which is also very exciting. I'm thinking. That's called pause for dramatic emphasis. On the 19th of October, 20-some years ago, I did a 2 to 10 shift at Redanic. And it was the start of a career that has been very rewarding and very varied. And I've been fortunate enough to be offered lots of training opportunities by this organisation and by people in it. And I think I grabbed every one with open hands and ran with it. But it was because people took a chance on me. There's a song there somewhere, isn't there? I'll come back to that. They spotted something. They gave me an opportunity. They believed in me. And Cornwall Care has always maintained its reputation for believing in its staff and giving its staff opportunities. And there are lots of living examples in the room of those opportunities. And I'm thrilled to say that I am still part of an organisation that continues to offer opportunities to its staff. And long may it continue. Thank you.
Good afternoon, folks. It's a real privilege to be here this afternoon. I'm not sure how I can follow Emma, to be quite honest. I have left my tap shoes at home, and indeed my sparkly bikini. You're probably sort of thinking, well, thank goodness for that. Okay, so my name is Jill Crossgale, and I work for Skills for Care. And my job is that I'm a locality manager. And I cover a massive area of Devon, Cornwall, and the Isles of Scilly. I've not been able to get to the Isles of Scilly yet, but I'm working on it, quite frankly. Apparently it's very, very beautiful. So it's a great honour to work in Devon and Cornwall. And I just think that really, from my point of view, when I was driving down from North Devon, I've just bought what can only be described as a 17th century hovel. It looks really nice in that really hot summer. And now it's really cold, and I've got really sort of loads of birds living in the thatch and everything. So why did I do that? It really is a huge honour to be here. And I am being really, really frank about that. Skills for Care, their role is primarily to enable the adult care workforce. It's about providing work materials, it's providing qualifications, learning, development. Please use our resources. Please contact myself. Learning and development is key. It's that whole adage of keeping on moving, being creative, utilising skills, developing skills. It's about thinking about what you're doing. And I certainly think sometimes that I'm a social worker by trade, and sometimes I just think we need to think more about what we're doing. And when you're learning and developing yourselves, you can actually do that. That's what learning and developing is all about. It's about teamwork. It's about how to be creative and how to enable those people that you're actually supporting. Like I say, I started off in social work, but I think the whole idea of social care, you can be so creative. You can sort of go on a journey in relation to huge amounts of career pathways. One of my last jobs was working with a Home Office in relation to radicalisation of young people and working with Prevent training. It's, just sort of don't sort of block your horizons. Keep moving, keep thinking. And I just want to say, you are extraordinary. And, I think as the Welsh National Recruitment Campaign, I was looking at that the other day, and they were sort of saying, this is about actually being a superhero. And, I'm not using that term lightly. I really think that, you are extraordinary. You enable good lives. You enable good deaths. And, this is really, really important stuff. You are extraordinary. You are superheroes. And a big thank you to Cornwall Care. It seems like a really wonderful family to be part of. Thank you very much.
We're going to present the training scrolls now, but I wanted to say one thing. Once you get me going, you can't shut me up.
I thought I could,
I know,
actually.
Daphne, no.
I was a little worried about you appearing on the other side, because you're a stand-up comedian, really, aren't you?
Thanks.
Anyway, yes, sorry, carry on, otherwise we're going to be here till
Thanks.
goodness knows what time.
We will. We absolutely will. It's really easy at these moments to just want to scuttle up and grab your scroll and disappear again. And actually, what you've achieved is amazing. Jill is completely right. And I want to say, take your time. This is your moment. This is your opportunity for the amazing managers and colleagues that are with you here to recognise your achievements and how hard you've worked. So don't rush it. Do what I do and pretend you've come to collect your Oscar and you're about to thank the Academy. Take your time with it. Enjoy yourself. And look, just as a little straw poll, on a scale of 1 to 10, when the chief exec does this, what's that, about 5.5 in terms of trouble? I'll find out later. Daphne, over to you.
Oh, thanks. Didn't think I'd get a word in edgeways, but yeah. Anyway, as we heard, the training certificates are now going to be presented in a number of groups. So please clap when I've finished mentioning all of the names on the group. And for those who are receiving certificates, as you heard, then make sure that you absolutely make the most of the stage, as Emma has just shown you. And what we're going to do is ask you to line up on this side of the stage and in the order that your names are read out. So the first group to be presented with the Diploma in Care Level 2 is Group 25, Penny Parsons. You are a group on your own, Penny. Come on to the stage. Well done to you. So that's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Ish.
The next group to be presented with a Diploma in Health and Social Care Level 3 is Group 26, and again, someone who's a group on their own is Lynn Stewart. Oh, Lynn, you've broken all the rules. It is going to get complicated if you are a group and you...
And this isn't Lynn.
Oh. Oh, hello. Crikey. That doesn't mean that you've got an invitation to be an imposter on a group photo. But anyway, let's go to the third group, which is receiving the Diploma in Care Level 2, and this is Group 27. Congratulations to Amelia Uren, Andrea Strezu, Charlotte Lewis, Gillian Mulligan, Sky Goodall, and Valentina Pop.
There we are.
I'm not sure any of the group are here, actually. Gillian, okay. Oh, right. Wait, who would you like to be? Who are you representing? Valentina Pop, I think. Okay. And this is Valentina Pop. Oh, are you Valentina? Oh, Valentina's here, but we've got an imposter again. Oh no, Valentina, you go on. This is Valentina. Oh, right, okay. We've got one scroll left, so this one's you. What's the name? Don't know anyway. I'm sure I didn't read your name out, but never mind. Here we go. Take the glory.
He's no idea who was taking glory for it, but he really wants his photo taken with me. Thank you.
Well, let's hope we're more successful with group number 28, who are going to receive Diploma in Care Level 2.
Next year, Anne, we'll work on this.
Yes, I think...
All right.
Actually, no, it's been quite funny. Don't. Claire Gorton. Georgia Italic. Joanne Collins. And Sophie Leonard. Make your way to the stage, please. Just come on. 29 is the next group to be presented with the Diploma in Care Level 2. Congratulations to Alexandra Polika, Amy Hare.
Okay.
Could you shriek so that we know that you're here, and then that will be all part of the enjoyment. Bernadette Richardson. That's it. Well done. Gillian Eckersley. Jessica Rogers. Kaylee Walford. Kelly Pepper. Kirsty Pook. Laura Longstaff. And Lee Archer.
Oh my goodness me. Hang on. There's some things. There we go. Welcome back to us. Another one. I'll take some good photos. Oh no! Are we done?
Top marks, Group 29, well done. And now it's the presentation for the Diploma in Care Level 2 to Group 30, Vanessa Harris. Finally, it's the Business Administration Level 3, and congratulations to Kath Lockhart. And well done to all of you. It's not easy to study and work and keep progressing in your careers and having to do it under the watchful eye of Emma. You can leave the stage
Thanks,
now.
Emma.
Thank you. That's enough for one afternoon. But Emma, thank you so much. You are an inspiration to many, and well done to everyone who keeps progressing in their careers. What an achievement. Well, now I'd like to introduce Justin Olusande of Cornwall College to say a few words.
Good afternoon, colleagues. I am a teacher, and unlike Jill, I do have a sparkly bikini. On a serious note, I really love being invited here absolutely every year. We work with over 2,200 apprentices across Devon and Cornwall, and over 1,000 employers as well. But it's that tripartite relationship between the employer, the college, and the learner that's absolutely vital. And a supportive employer is key to learner success. And all of the words that I heard this afternoon that came up the screen earlier today, talking about being part of a great team, being really caring, being hard-working, always going beyond with help, being completely and utterly positive, having great practice, being professional, being supportive. Those are the key characteristics that you all need as learners to succeed, and they're also the key characteristics that we need from an employer organisation when we're working with you to ensure your success and your progression. Well, I can tell you, Cornwall Care has it all, and you have it all. It's a great pleasure to be a training provider that supports you, and it's a great pleasure to be part of your success today, tomorrow, and every year. Thank you.
Thank you, Justin. Now we move on to this year's Outstanding Staff Awards. An unprecedented 643 nominations were received for the awards this year. Isn't it great that the work of Cornwall's Care's teams, individuals, homes and services is so recognised and celebrated? To be shortlisted is an extraordinary achievement in itself, so well done to all of you. Now, for these awards, I'll introduce the award category and will invite the sponsor to the stage, whilst also announcing the finalists. Please, could you all come to this side of the stage? It's fine. We don't get too upset if you don't. The sponsor of the award category, who is also the judge, will introduce themselves and will introduce the film clip for each award before announcing the winner. Well, the first award is for Outstanding Housekeeper, Caretaker, Maintenance Crew and is sponsored by Protec Healthcare Products. So can you please come onto the stage to announce the winner? The finalists in this category are Anna Patino from Blackwood, Alan Horton from the property team at the support office, Cheryl Klasinski from Trewartha, and Sean Ginn from Treverne.
Good afternoon, I'm Ian Wrigley from Protec Healthcare. It's a pleasure to be a sponsor for Outstanding Housekeeper and Caretaker. This is the second time I've done it this year. Really pleased to be a sponsor, and we'd just like to let's find out a little more about the finalists in this category. Should be on the screen. My name's Ian Wrigley. I'm the Key Account Manager at Protec Healthcare. We've worked closely with Cornwall Care for around 15 years, supplying, servicing medical equipment on a daily basis. Protec Healthcare have sponsored and judged the Outstanding Caretaker category for Cornwall Care 2019 Outstanding Staff Awards, and it gives us great pleasure to introduce the finalists. Sean Ginn, Treverne Care Home. Sean, although quite new, has taken to the role of caretaker very well. He's also helped out in other areas like answering phones, comforting clients, running errands, painting bathrooms and transforming the garden. He's always very supportive of all teams and will offer to help in other areas when needed. Cheryl Klasinski, Trewartha Care Home. Cheryl decided to come back to Trewartha after a short break as she's missed her job so much. She's very caring and always gives a first-class service to everyone. She shows respect to the clients and treats them with dignity and respect. Anna Patino, Blackwood House Residential Care Home. Anna is committed, organised and very flexible. She has a very good relationship with staff and clients and is even prepared to go into work on a day off to sort any problems out, making sure the home is a safe place to live. Alan Hutton, Redanic Care Home. Alan is very polite and has a great sense of humour. is eager to help his work colleagues by taking the time to go to other homes and pass on his knowledge in order to make the homes a safer place. We found it very difficult to pick just one winner. We believe that every one of them shows true commitment and dedication in their job, so to us, they are all winners. However, we can only choose one person. We believe this person is a shining example and truly devoted to their job. They show such a caring and thoughtful nature to their clients and their work colleagues. We feel they are very deserving of this award.
And the winner is Anna Patino.
And let's meet the runners-up, Alan Horton, Cheryl Kozinski and Sean Jin. The Outstanding Chef Kitchen Staff category is sponsored by Lilly Brothers, who are here to congratulate the winners, and the finalists are Christopher McLeod from Pengova, Penny Parsons from St Martin's, and Jenny Bream from Travana.
Good afternoon. I'm Graham Lilly from Lilly Brothers. I'm delighted to be here this afternoon. Let's find out more about the finalists in this category.
My name's Lauren Banner and I am the sales manager for Lilly Brothers, who have worked closely with and supplied Cornwall Care with dairy and food wholesale for over 10 years. Lilly Brothers have sponsored and judged the Chef Kitchen Staff category for the Cornwall Care 2019 Outstanding Staff Awards, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce the finalists. Christopher McLeod from Pengova has a fantastic knowledge of the residents' needs and really cares about the nutritional value in the food that he cooks. Chris's skills are second to none, and he provides the residents with versatile meals with a variety of flavours, which is a big hit with the residents. Penny Parsons from St Martin's completed her level 2 in care this year, which was a huge achievement for Penny, having come through a lot. Penny's character really shone through in her notes, showing diversity with her role at Cornwall Care and putting her hand to anything whilst giving it 110%. Tracy Bream from Travana has taken on the role of chef after being kitchen assistant. Tracy dedicates time to teach others and encourage students on work experience, making someone feel part of the team, which is really admirable. Tracy collects food donations for the home to provide alternative meals for the residents and staff, even doing so on her day off. We have chosen the winner of this award as we feel that they have demonstrated a great level of commitment and diversity within their role. expressed enthusiasm for growth as well as working towards personal development and self-assurance. We felt all the candidates were more than worthy of this award and winners in their own right, but this person's character and determination stood out to us.
And the winner is Penny Parsons.
And the runners-up, Christopher McLeod and Tracy Bream. Well done to them. The Outstanding Manager Award is next. It's sponsored by Prior HR. The finalists are Annette Russell of Blackwood, from Mountford, Alison Rowe, Sam Tatum from the Green, and Sharon Cartmel from Trevana.
My name's Jonathan Wright. I'm from Prior HR, and we are really delighted to sponsor this award. It's about, I think, the third year we've sponsored it. There's some fantastic people here, and obviously it's really nice to see some managers that we've placed over the years. And to find out more about the candidates selected,
Hi, my name's Jonathan Wright. I'm a director for Prior HR, which is a family-owned niche recruiter that specialises in nurses, deputy managers and managers, and we just basically focus on the South West. We've been lucky enough for going for the last 10 years, and we pride ourselves on our relationships with our clients and our candidates. We're one of the few companies actually based doing recruitment in the South West on a permanent basis, and I'm pleased to have worked with Cornwall Care for the last close on 10 years, and I've visited all 16 units across Cornwall Care, and I know most of the managers. It's really fantastic to be here and seeing some of the managers you recruited maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago. I'm really proud to sponsor this award. We do it every year, and I take great pride in being a South West recruiter recruiting for a really special South West company. Cornwall Care has a fantastic reputation. Whenever I mention it to candidates, I'm really proud to talk about its values and its systems, and in brief, it's a real special company. The first nominee is Annette Russell, and I'm lucky to have known Annette for probably the last 5 years. She is a quality manager. She basically manages a unit called Blackwood. The themes that come up, and these are the themes that I've heard said about her, and also that have basically been said in the paragraphs to support her nomination, are that she's approachable. She basically is able to get down and help and assist when required. She leads by example, and she's one of those golden managers that I always think has come through. She worked for a couple of companies before that I knew, and she had that reputation of somebody that's basically risen through the ranks, and in brief is prepared to get her hands dirty, and she leads by example, and that's probably the best thing I can say about Annette. There's many things, but that's probably what the common theme that comes up. A second nominee we have is a manager called Alison Rowe, and Alison manages a very special unit in Truro called Mountford. It's got a fantastic reputation. Whenever I talk to candidates, whether they be nurses, whether they be other staff, they always have a real positive vibe when I talk about it, and people kind of give feedback, very positive feedback. When everybody talks about Alison, what they tend to say is she's professional, okay, she leads by example, and probably the most interesting thing is she's got real pride in her work, okay, and this is the theme that comes up. It's really, really important as a recruiter to be able to know a little bit about the managers. So when you're basically trying to find out what they've done in the background, when you talk to their staff and they say things like she's got pride in her work, and in brief, she really, really values the work that Mountford does, it kind of gives a really good vibe and it really helps the candidate. So Alison, they're really proud of you, your staff, and that's why they've nominated you. The third nominee we have is Sam Tatum, and Sam basically is the manager for the Green. Okay, it's got a really good reputation. The feedback from the staff when we were thinking about this nomination is that you're friendly, approachable, and interestingly is that you've got real pride in your work. These kind of things all sort of combine to get a really good value system around the Green, and it attracts people, especially candidates, to come to the Green. My feedback from talking to people about why you're nominated and the rest of it is that you're basically an exceptional manager and you really are striving to get to those CQC good to outstanding, and that is absolutely fantastic. Your staff are really proud of you. The fourth nominee we have is Sharon Cartmel. Okay, Sharon is really valued by her staff, and one of the interesting sort of phrases that kept them coming up is that she basically treats her staff as really part of what they would call the family. Okay, her unit is kind of, if you like, an encompassment of all her values, and everybody's sort of related to her as saying, yeah, well, in brief, she kind of treats us as part of the family, and basically that makes it good for the residents and it makes it good for family, and obviously that creates a very, very good vibe. When you're trying to recruit a really good manager, sometimes those things are really difficult to pick up, but Sharon, this is what your team think of you. They're really proud of you, obviously, and they think that you basically encompassed everything in the unit to feel like it's all family, and everybody basically is appreciated, and it's basically glows. Well, it's been a really, really difficult process to choose the manager. There are some outstanding managers in Cornwall Care, and we've just mentioned 4 of them today. Okay, the reason why we chose this particular manager was because of their value systems and because of the background really from the staff, and the feedback is that they think that they are treated as family by her and that the unit basically has that kind of feel to it. And I think if there's anything that really shines in social care, it's really that we care about the people we're working with and basically are our residents, and that in brief that this person, this manager, sort of extols those values, and this person I think really does. So congratulations.
And the winner is Sharon Cartmel. Congratulations.
And let's see the runners-up. Please could you come to the stage, Annette Russell, Alison Rowe and Sam Tatum. If you are a runner-up, we'd love your photograph as well. So please do stop for the flash photography. On to the Outstanding Team Award now, which is sponsored by Tridios Bank. And the finalists are Blackwood, Shivaris, Home Care, Mountford, Property at Support Office, Secretariat at Support Office, Travana and Treverne.
Thank you very much and good afternoon. I'm Philip Bates from Tridios Bank. I'm a Senior Relationship Manager. And at Tridios, we only support organisations that have a positive social, cultural or environmental impact. And we think we've got a great partner in Cornwall Care, and we look forward to supporting you in the years ahead. We're proud to be supporting the Outstanding Team Award, so let's have a look at the nominations. My name is Philip Bate and I'm a Senior Relationship Manager at Triodos Bank. We've been financing the wonderful work Cornwall Care do across their homes for the last 5 years. Triodos have sponsored and judged the Outstanding Team category for the Cornwall Care 2019 Outstanding Staff Awards, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce the finalists. The first finalist is the team at Blackwood. I'm particularly impressed by the resilience of the team in times of change this year and the way in which everyone has got involved and supported one another. This nomination clearly recognises the way in which the full staff team have come together over the last 18 months. The second finalist is Chivaris. The outstanding contribution from this team has been their efforts during adverse weather conditions back in January. The fact that the staff have pulled together to accommodate a bus full of stranded passengers during a snowstorm is a fine example of why they are worthy nominees. Our next finalist is the home care team. I was particularly impressed by the way that this team pulled together despite working individually and not having a manager for the full year, or physical location to unite them. The way that they cover work across the team through planning and use of initiative also contributed to giving them their place on the shortlist. The team at Mountford definitely wins the prize for the largest number of nominations. The friendly, happy and welcoming atmosphere at the home is repeatedly cited. And I thought that the clear respect and support among the staff showed why they are a worthy finalist. Two support office teams have been nominated for this award. Firstly, the property team are to be celebrated for their calm and patient advice and support. Jeremy and the team seem like the perfect support function. The Secretariat team are also worthy finalists. They are the unsung behind-the-scenes heroes who are always ready with a warm welcome and a smile. Our penultimate nomination is for the team at Trevana. A CQC inspection in November 2018 confirmed that both the star management team and the wider staff at the home are providing an exemplar of how complex care should be managed. Finally, Treverne completes the finalist lineup. The impressive point for this team is around improvements. With strong new management and a team spirit, they have pulled the home through challenging times, and I was delighted to hear of how Treverne has become such a happy and caring place to be. At Triodos Bank, we talk about positive change. And so my winner demonstrates a real commitment to working together through adversity in order to change their home for the better and to provide a high standard of care for those who need it. I must add that reading all of the nominations has made me immensely proud that Triodos supports an organisation like Cornwall Care. Thank you for all the work that you do and congratulations to all the finalists. The winner is Treverne.
Well done, Treverne, and let's congratulate the runners-up who are Blackwood, Chivaris, Home Care, Mountford, the property team, the Secretariat and Trevana.
Hello.
more than okay. Some of you know. Okay, perfect. Thank you. We will find out.
Congratulations, everyone, so far. We're now going to take a short break of 20 minutes with tea, coffee and refreshments available over at the side. The photo booth is open. Don't forget to get some memorable pictures from there. And the magician is around too. But please be back here promptly in 20 minutes. Thank you. We're going to crack on with the remaining awards this afternoon. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your cup of tea or your piece of fruit or your wonderful cookie. Now we're moving on to the Outstanding Nurse Award, which is sponsored by Complete Business Solutions, who I'd like to invite to the stage. The finalists are Anne Scott from Mountford, and Emma Jones from Treverne.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Dean Bray, and I'm the branch manager at Complete Business Solutions in Helston. Most of you will probably know us as Brewers. Absolutely delighted to be here again this year, and it's been a fantastic afternoon so far, so thank you, everybody. Let's find a little bit more about the finalists. Hello, my name is Dean Bray and I'm the branch manager for Complete Business Solutions in Helston. We are your local supplier of office supplies, office furniture and print, as well as workwear and promotional products. We have supplied Cornwall Care for many years, decades in fact, and are once again very proud to sponsor an award this year. To that end, Complete have sponsored and had the task of judging the Outstanding Nurse category for the Cornwall Care 2019 Outstanding Staff Awards. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the two finalists. From Mountford House, Anne Scott. What is clear is that Anne is a very supportive person, but not only to the residents she looks after, but also to her colleagues at Mountford. She is extremely dedicated to her role, and further evidence of being a team player is that Anne continues to go above and beyond her call of duty. A caring and funny person who must also brighten the days when she brings different animals to the home. From Treverne, Emma Jones. The overriding character trait I've picked up on is that Emma is such a happy person. Her attitude to work is something that rubs off on others, and no doubt that positive frame of mind also translates to the residents too. Emma relocated to Treverne from Scotland towards the end of last year and has clearly settled in with consummate ease and had a notable impact on many colleagues, all in a relatively short space of time. Her proactivity and willingness to always go above and beyond is a testament to her attitude. Both of these nurses are outstanding. Reading the comments only reminds me of when my great Nan was in care, and all I can think is how lucky she would have been to have Anne or Emma in her company. Judging this award and having to choose a winner has been remarkably difficult, as both are deserved winners. This person has been chosen as she has without question had a positive impact on her colleagues and residents, and shows the commitment, passion and empathy needed to be an outstanding nurse. What resonated with me most was a comment from a colleague which said, "Thank goodness there are people like you." A nurse is part of one fantastic team. The willingness to go that extra mile mirrors the approach we take with our customers, going that extra mile to make the difference, and that is what this winner has done.
And the winner is Emma Jones.
And so let's meet the runner-up, Anne Scott. And Anne was just saying that the sorts of animals that she takes in are chickens and ducks and things. Isn't that lovely? Now, the next award is for Outstanding Carer Support Worker and is sponsored by Towergate Insurance, who are unable to attend today. And so, in their absence, I'd like to invite Ian Harris to the stage for the presentation. The finalists are Bernadette Richardson from Blackwood, Karen Honey from Chivaris, Sasha Wynn from Treverne, and Teresa Budgeon from Flexicare.
Thank you. My name's Ian Harris. I'm one of the cohort of new non-exec directors, and I'm really, really pleased to be working with you at Cornwall Care. I'm really pleased to be invited to take part with you today. I'm really excited about being here and working with you and working with the executive team who support you, who in turn support those entrusted to our care. That's a fantastic job. I love this quote on here. The staff are an extension of our family and look after Mum beautifully. That's what it's all about. So thank you. Thank you for what you do. So unfortunately, Towergate can't be here, so it's my pleasure to be able to present the awards today on their behalf. So let's go and see who the nominees are.
This video is on behalf of Bradley Spencer, who is the Operations Team Leader for Towergate Insurance. Unfortunately, he's unable to be here with us today, so we've recorded this on his behalf. Towergate Insurance specialises in providing insurance solutions to organisations in the care and charity sector. Towergate have been a professional insurance advisor to Cornwall Care for 19 years. Towergate prides themselves on being a personal service and work with our clients to develop a clear understanding of their insurance and risk management needs. Towergate have sponsored and judged the Outstanding Carer and Support Worker category for Cornwall Care 2019 awards, and it gives us great pleasure to introduce the finalists. Bernadette Richardson, Blackwood. Bernie is an all-round excellent carer who works tirelessly on the fundraising side and who ran the Summer Fete for Blackwood this year. Her passion and enthusiasm for the service is exemplary. Caring just oozes out of her. Bernie is simply exceptional. Bernie is a happy and enthusiastic individual who will go the extra mile to ensure clients' needs are met. She's a team player and always encourages her colleagues. She is always up for a laugh, and although she tries hard, don't ask her to sing. Karen Honey, Chivaris. Karen is always on top of things and has a great attention to detail. She is totally client-centred and just wants the best for everyone. When Karen is on duty, I immediately know that the shift will run smoothly and that her person-centred care can be assured. She dots the I's and crosses all the T's, and she has everyone's respect
and she has a genuine affection towards all of our residents. She's a skilled carer and team leader who inspires confidence in those lucky enough to work alongside her. Teresa Budgeon, Flexicare. Teresa loves her role and responds instantly to undertake anything that we ask her to do. She's a shining star. Teresa really strives to make a positive difference to our clients, their lives, and with regard to the support of her colleagues. If my mum or dad were in a service and I knew that Teresa was looking after them, I would be able to rest at night knowing that they were safe and cared for. She always has a smile on her face and takes every challenge in her stride. She really cares, and we're so proud to have her on the Flexicare team. Sasha Wynne, Treverne. Sasha is respected by all the staff, clients and families alike. She's committed and always goes the extra mile by picking up shifts and stays on when we're short. She's an exceptional carer, always putting the needs of the clients first. She continues to shine and always manages to make the residents smile, laugh with her natural ways. I wonder how she works so efficiently, offering such effective care, often at difficult times in terms of constraints. Sasha is a fantastic buddy for the new staff members and enjoys imparting best practice to her colleagues, as well as supporting staff in her role as ICT champion for online training. She's an exceptional carer and an all-round amazing employee. All of these finalists are worthy of winning this category, and it's been a really difficult task to choose an overall winner. We've chosen this person as they have demonstrated a level of commitment and devotion in their approach, showing themselves as an excellent all-round employee.
Bernadette Richardson. Are you going to sing to us now?
And the runners-up, Karen Honey, Sasha Wynne and Teresa Budgeon. The Outstanding Support Staff Award is sponsored by PKF Francis Clark, and the finalists are Donna Darby from Support Office, Sarah Devine from Support Office, and Tanya Williams from the Support Office.
Hello everyone, my name is Charlotte Wells and I'm a manager in the Corporate Services Department at PKF Francis Clark. Francis Clark are proud to be sponsoring this event today, and we are delighted to have been involved in judging the Outstanding Support Staff category. Now, let's find out more about the finalists.
My name is Andrew Shaw and I'm a Corporate Services Manager at PKF Francis Clark. At PKF Francis Clark, we provide support and assistance to Cornwall Care through provision of accountancy, audit and tax services. And we're absolutely delighted to be judging and sponsoring the category of Outstanding Support Worker at the 2019 Cornwall Care Staff Awards. From the support office, learning and development, Sarah Devine. It's clear reading about Sarah that she leaves a big and positive impression on her colleagues. Sarah is willing to go the extra mile in terms of supporting others, which has really stood out for me. And thirdly, Sarah brings a lot of passion and enthusiasm for the role, which clearly rubs off on others. It's clear reading about Donna that she has a real positive attitude in terms of delivering the work within her role. What's more, she goes above and beyond and works really well collaboratively, working across the organisation as well as across a number of different care homes. All these attributes really make it clear why Donna is a nominee within this category. And our final nominee, Support Office, OPS, Tanya Williams. Reading about Tanya, she has a key role in the organisation, working within and helping out with recruitment, with clear drive and determination. She's been able to engage with both college and school students, assisting with the recruitment. And there's a real clear output in terms of her work, by delivering financial savings by reducing agency staff spend, which is a real credit to her. All these things really make it understandable why she's been nominated along with the other finalists within this category. I chose this person for the main reason of having such a large, wide impact on others as well as the Cornwall Care organisation. This really fits well with not only Cornwall Care values, but the values of my company, PKF Francis Clark, where we have the ethos and motto of shared ambition. What that is, well, it's about supporting others, supporting and partnering others to achieve their ambition and goals. And I think the winner has clearly demonstrated that by supporting others, that others can achieve their goals.
And the winner is Sarah Devine.
And congratulations also to Donna Darby and Tanya Williams. The Outstanding Activities Coordinator is the next category. It's sponsored by Medication Training, who are unable to attend today. However, Alison Bowen is here to congratulate the nominees. The finalists are Rachel Lawler from Shivaris, Sharon Benyon from Treverne, and Susan Connon from The Green.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alison Bowen, and I am a new non-executive director for Cornwall Care. It's my pleasure this afternoon, on behalf of Medication Training, to present the award for Outstanding Activities Coordinator. Let's take a look at the finalists.
Hi, my name's John Green. I'm the lead trainer for the Medication Training Company. We currently provide medication training to Cornwall Care. Now, I've been asked to judge the Best Activities Coordinator for the Cornwall Care 2019 Outstanding Staff Awards. And so it gives me great pleasure to introduce the finalists. First up, we have Rachel Lawler at Chavaris Care Home in Callington. Rachel's made a real impact in the short time she's been at Chavaris, revolutionising the activities programme. She's contacted people in the community for prizes and donations, brought the town band in, organised trips with families. I particularly like how Rachel discusses personal histories with families to tailor activities for the clients who really do consider her a friend and someone to talk to when they're feeling low. And she does this despite having her own health issues, often calling relatives, even if she's too poorly to make it into work. Also what stood out for me was her continual desire to learn and improve, requesting visits to other homes to learn from other activity coordinators to ensure she's doing her job to the best possible standard. Next up we have Sharon Bennion. Sharon's brought laughter and smiles to the clients of Treverne Care Home in Falmouth. She carries out life story work, finding out clients' interests and passions to create activity profiles for everyone. I particularly liked that Sharon recorded each client's engagements with the activities to help her understand how she could improve the activities on offer. Sharon obtained external funding to create the Dementia Cafe Falmouth Friends and built links with local beach life-saving clubs for client outings. Sharon's organised many events such as Arts Open Days. Clients have commented they haven't had this much fun for years. And finally we have Sue Connon at the Green Care Home in Redruth. Sue's implemented so many activities that they've become the norm at the Green. Examples include afternoon tea for clients and relatives, with cakes decorated by Sue and the clients, a regular hymn service, and last night at the Proms. Sue researches monthly outings to places like Tate Modern, Donkey Sanctuary, Newquay Zoo, and Helston Steel and Railway. Sue spends time listing who'd benefit from each outing based on her knowledge of the clients' backgrounds, including their careers, professions, and hobbies. And this helps her know who'd enjoy and benefit from each activity when planning each month's calendar. Now, I know everyone says that choosing a winner it hasn't been easy, but on this occasion that's really true. Now, I've chosen the winner because I was impressed with the sheer number and variety of activities they've organised, and also the research they put into each client's background to help her understand who'd enjoy each activity the most.
And the winner is Susan Connon.
And let's congratulate the runners-up, who are Rachel Laura and Sharon Bennion. Huge congratulations to all of the winners and finalists so far. Now, before we continue with our final section of awards, we're going to have a few words from our guest speakers, Tom Snedden and Karen Clark of Snedden Clark.
Just for the avoidance of doubt, I'm Karen. He's Tom. Just in case, you never know, do you? Just looking around, and we were very surprised when we came in today that we already know some of you, which was an absolute joy for us. And we're looking forward to working with everybody in Cornwall Care over the next couple of years. In the next few minutes, we hope to show you how we will work with you, but in a different way. We're a local business and excited to be partnering you and the whole of the business. When we celebrate what's right and good in people, we tap into a different way of seeing the world, and that's just what we have seen here today. I've been quite emotional today over some of the things I've heard and some of the things I've seen, and that's because I have a background in care, and I really appreciate how much it takes to do what we do, and I count myself amongst you as a carer. So forgive me if I feel a little bit emotional, but that's just how it is. Seeing things differently enables us to do things differently, not just for ourselves, but for all of us. If we shift the lens that we look through, we can change our view, and celebrating here today with what's so very right in Cornwall Care is a joy and a privilege. We would like to harness the energy and commitment that we find here today and ask you to help to take Cornwall Care into the future and onto the next and exciting stage of its growth and development. Organisations go through different life cycles, and these are influenced by many number of things, but all organisations have something in common. And that's the will and the goodwill of the people who bring themselves to work every day. We have heard success stories here today through the goodwill and positive intentions that you all bring in Cornwall Care in making a difference. Making a difference not just to the people you care for and care about, but the environments and the places you work in. You have been rightly honoured here today for that difference, and we would like to ask you all to share some of what makes you special and create a new and vibrant culture to take Cornwall Care forward. We will be working with you all to build and strengthen the culture for the future of the people of Cornwall who use your services. I must remember I've got to shout to Shirley, because otherwise she doesn't know where to change the slide. And she's done it for me. Thank you, Shirley. Culture is a word we often hear today, and it's often used and misused, and I've mentioned it already a couple of times in my short introduction. But what does it actually mean? Culture is something we all create. It's the beliefs and the customs of a group of people, but most importantly, it begins with I, me. I and each of us individually. We have all created a culture here today, a culture of celebration, of honour, of acknowledgement by coming together to share in your recognition and your success. You are all here because you have earned the right to be here by what you do, and most importantly, how you do it. We recognise that something special is happening here today. We all bring our own beliefs, attitudes and behaviours to create a unified voice and an atmosphere of joy in your achievements. Each one of us takes responsibility for what we bring in and how we behave with and to each other to create this culture. So very simply, you see it there. Culture is the impact that I have on the people and the place around me. It's very simply the way we do things around here. And here today, we're all in celebration mode. The more we believe there's something to celebrate, the more we will see it everywhere. Looking to the future, we know when you thrive, Cornwall Care thrives. And most importantly, your clients thrive. All of this begins with active participation and engagement in making a difference. What motivates and inspires you all here is the key to the future. And we want to harness those qualities and behaviours and ensure that they become part of the fabric of the future.
Okay, let me take over and build on what Karen has already said. This is an exciting time for you, it's an exciting time for us, because today we're launching a new initiative with you. Some of you might have heard already about measuring current culture. Karen's already talked about culture, but we want to look at that and look at the future that you want for Cornwall Care. Over time, we all know in different organisations, different behaviours become the norm. Some very positive, some perhaps not so positive. Some a legacy from the past, and some what we're doing today to build for a better future. And before we can make any changes and build on the positives, celebrating what's right, we do need to find out what it's like for everyone who works in Cornwall Care today. and most importantly, how all of you, every single one of you, want the future to be. We'll be using an online assessment tool that's simple yet powerful. We will all learn a lot about every single corner, every nook and cranny of Cornwall Care in all of these 16 care homes and in every place where you work. We will be engaging and encouraging everyone across the business to have their say. We will be using an approach that's highly successful all over the world. We've been using it for 10 years with small and large organisations. And in this process, every single voice is equal. No one voice heard above another. No group heard more than anyone else. It's a fantastic chance for you individually to have your say about what it's like to work in Cornwall Care today, but actually even more important, how you would like it to be in the future. Finding out that future gives us a real blueprint for the direction of travel in which we want to support you in that journey. We'll be asking for around 20 volunteers to join us in the initial part of that journey. We want the 20 volunteers to come from every single part of Cornwall Care, even from the night shift and even from the bank staff, so that we represent everyone who works in Cornwall Care. And we will work and coach these 20 volunteers so that they are able to become the conversationalists and take the message out to all of your colleagues across the business. We've heard a lot today already this afternoon about values, and Karen's spoken briefly about values. Values are what's important to you and are translated into the way that we behave with each other and to each other every day. And we know from the work that we do across the country that values drive behaviours, behaviours drive culture, and culture drives performance. Soon we will be asking those volunteers, and we will coach them to become those conversations that I spoke about and begin the values chat with all of the colleagues. This will lead to an online survey early in January. Once you've got all your Christmas celebrations over, the presents have been put away, and we can begin work on the survey. The survey will be early in January, and everyone can tell what it's like today and how we'd like it to be tomorrow. That will give us our picture. With the active engagement and support of the leadership, from the board outwards, we can then work towards delivering the future for the benefit of all, creating and celebrating your new culture. And we believe our new culture being with you. It will be an exciting journey. It will be a journey of change and discovery. Everyone emerges a winner from this journey. You all as individuals become winners, your teams wherever you are, your overall organisation and everyone in it. But most importantly, your clients and the people who commission your services and provide your clients for care will also benefit from this. Our experience in working with this approach is that it vastly outscores the traditional employee survey. We have never worked with any organisation and not had well in excess of 50 to 70% of employees take part in the survey. That gives us that really clear direction going forward. And we look forward to the same response here from all of you and all of your colleagues. So look out for the messages that we'll be circulating very shortly. Your managers already know something a little bit about this, and they will be encouraging and making sure that you're enabled to take part in the survey when it begins. Please help to spread the word today and celebrate what's right with Cornwall Care by sharing what makes you special with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tom and Karen, and good luck with that work. The Outstanding Employee Award is sponsored by Winners Recruitment, and the finalists are Joyce Miles from Redanic, Karen Honey from Chivaris, and Victoria Somerville from Mountford.
Hi, thank you. My name's James and I'm from Winners Recruitment. What a privilege and honour it has been to judge the Outstanding Employee category this year. It's our first year, but hopefully many more to come. Let's find out a bit more about the candidates.
My name is James and I'm a Director of Winners Recruitment in Truro, and we supply clerical commercial support staff for Cornwall Care. Winners Recruitment are proud to sponsor and judge the Outstanding Employee category for the Cornwall Care Awards 2019,
and I'm very pleased to introduce the finalists. Our first nominee is Karen Honey from Chivarus. I'd like to say thank you for the hard work, and the reason why you've been shortlisted today as one of the nominees is the amount of hard work and dedication you put in, and just going over and above the extra mile that our family see day in, day out. Our second nomination is Victoria Somerville from Mountford. Again, this particular nominee goes over and above each and every day, recommended by all her staff and colleagues and relatives that go in and out, and is really noticed and recognised that she's an integral part of the team and that they wouldn't be where they were without her. So again, thank you. And the third nominee, Joyce Mills from Redanick. I'd like to say this particular person has gone over and above in every way, shape and form, been there since 2006. Hard work, the dedication has just been phenomenal. Even the fact that when it snowed, Joyce ensured that she was there by staying overnight. I can't say that that's any more dedicated. And now it comes time to announce our winner. This is one of the hardest decisions we've ever had to make. It was such a hard decision to reach. All three great nominees, all three great finalists, all with fantastic reasons to be there. Ultimately, everybody deserves a medal, but this is the reason why we've chosen our 2019 winner. The skills that they've demonstrated over the years of dedicated service, and they are a real attribute to their team. The reason why we chose the winner is because that they've just been an exceptional team player, team member, purely dedicated to the care and attention of their carers and staff and relatives, and just gives us that feeling that there is people out there that care.
Joyce Mills.
Well done, Joyce. Making the most of her 15 seconds of fame. Well done, Joyce. And congratulations to Karen and Victoria. The Outstanding Learner category is sponsored by CCB Training, and the finalists are, you've seen her before, Bernadette Richardson from Blackwood, Georgia Ritalik from Mountford, and Maria Radulescu from Cedar Grange.
As a teacher, it gives me absolute pleasure to have the opportunity on behalf of Cornwall College to have judged this award. Let's hear a little bit more about the candidates from my colleague Gareth.
My name is Gareth Kenward. I'm the Head of Employer Engagement for the Cornwall College Group. We work closely with Cornwall Care and provide much of their apprenticeship and business training across many parts of their business. Cornwall College Business have sponsored and judged the Outstanding Learner category for the Cornwall Care 2019 Outstanding Staff Awards, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce the finalists. First of all, Bernadette Richardson from Blackwood, whose nomination showed her outstanding practice, support of other staff, and her person-centred practice. Maria Loredana Radulescu from Cedar Grange, whose nomination showed her compassion and tenderness for her clients, her eagerness to learn, and her continuous enjoyment for the job. Georgia Ritalik from Mountford, whose nomination showed her absolute passion for learning and development, awareness of individual client needs, and her person-centred practice. People demonstrate their learning in so many different ways, and this made choosing a winner really, really difficult. But the 3 shortlisted nominees are clearly not only loving their jobs, but also the learning that they're undertaking at the same time. I've chosen the winner for this category because they demonstrated that they could overcome barriers to learning, they reflect on their practice and the feedback given, and their general demeanour at all times of both the day or night is absolutely exemplary. Not only does this fit with the Cornwall Care values, but as a training provider, this is exactly what we'd want to see from all of our learners.
And the winner is Maria Loredana Radulescu.
And let's ask the runners-up to join us on the stage, Bernadette Richardson and Georgia Ritalik. The Residents' Relatives Award is sponsored by Care Friends. The shortlist includes the Mountford team, Karen Phillips from Redanick, and the Green team.
Hi everyone, I'm Neil Eastwood from Care Friends. Without further ado, please run the VT. Hi, my name is Neil Eastwood and I am the founder and CEO of Care Friends, the new employee referral app about to be launched with Cornwall Care. Care Friends have sponsored and judged the Residents and Relatives Award category for Cornwall Care 2019 Outstanding Staff Awards, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce the finalists. First up, Karen Phillips at Redanick. The entries from relatives all spoke of Karen's passion and leadership of the home. This strong leadership is clearly giving relatives confidence that the quality of care is always put first. As one relative said, Karen is the ideal home manager. Second up, the team at Mountford. It is clear from the feedback from relatives, it's not just the care staff that make this home so special. Examples include the caretaker ordering a new windscreen wiper for a relative's car when he spotted it was broken in the rain, or the chef and the kitchen staff being complimented on the variety of their food. Finally, the team at the Green. What comes across from the entries for the Green is the enormous warmth and team pride which is remarked upon by relatives as soon as they arrive. Every member of staff gets a mention, and there are many references to smiling and laughter. So which to choose? It's almost impossible to pick between such great feedback. However, I was particularly moved by a daughter of a resident of the winning home explaining how the team had gone to special lengths to reassure her granddaughter who was frightened to visit. They spent time with her and gave her the confidence to visit and spend time with her grandmother in her final hours. She was so grateful for that last visit. A great example of outstanding care that would have meant so much to both the resident and the relatives. A perfect example of the values of Cornwall Care. And the winner is the Mountford team.
Great. Congratulations and well done to Karen Phillips and the Green team. And so on to the final award this afternoon, the Special Recognition Award, which is sponsored by Brosh Direct, who I'd like to invite onto the stage. The finalists are Kath Lockhart from St Breock, Linda Delbridge from Headlands, and Victoria Sweet from Woodland.
Good afternoon, I'm David Cardle. I'm here on behalf of Brosh Direct. It's great to be here today and we're delighted to be sponsoring the Special Recognition Award. Let's take a look at the finalists.
This video is on behalf of David Cardle, who is a National Account Manager for Brosh. Unfortunately, he was unable to be with us today, so we've recorded this on his behalf. Brosh are a medical supplies manufacturer and supplier who have worked extremely closely with Cornwall Care for a number of years, supplying the group with essential products such as gloves, wipes and medical consumables. Brosh have sponsored and judged Cornwall Care 2019 Outstanding Staff Awards, and it gives us great pleasure to introduce the finalists. Linda Delbridge, Headlands Care Home. Linda has been described as being caring and supportive to her staff at all times. With her door always open for anyone that needs it, she is seen to put in 100% effort at all times to make sure that the home runs smoothly and the staff have the support they need. Her commitment and devotion to the role in her team is unquestioned. What makes this more remarkable is that during this time, Linda has had to deal with the loss of a close loved one. At a time when many would retreat within themselves, Linda appears to have done exactly the opposite and has been a rock for her team throughout thick and thin. Kathleen Lockhart, St Breock's Care Home. Kathleen goes above and beyond in her role to help ensure that the home runs smoothly on a day-to-day basis. Supporting the team in any way necessary, she's loved by the residents and their family and friends due to the efforts that she puts in with the residents. She supports them on a daily basis, making sure that they feel important, listened to, and most importantly, have a smile on their faces. It's the little things that really make a difference in the day-to-day lives of our residents, and Kathleen goes above and beyond daily to make that difference. Victoria Sweet, Woodlands Care Home. Victoria goes the extra mile on a day-to-day basis to make sure that everything gets done, and is not afraid to get her hands dirty. She's described as being the standout member of the team, always being 2 steps ahead with her decision making. She's a strong leader and professional at all times, leading the team and home by example, And it's these qualities that make a big difference day to day. Ensuring that the home is run professionally and efficiently, and the team have a leader who they can look up to and learn from. However, I'm sure that you can agree all are worthy finalists. This has made choosing a winner for this category extremely difficult. However, there has to be a winner. And we've chosen this person as they have demonstrated a level of commitment and devotion to their role and their team that is without question. Through a period where many others would have retreated, she did the exact opposite and has been a rock for her team. Not only does this fit with Cornwall Care's values, but also our own.
And the winner is Linda Delbridge.
And the runners-up, Kath Lockhart and Victoria Sweet. Well, that was our last award for this afternoon. That's got me going as well. And now I'd like to invite the shy and retiring Richard Nixon Ecclesall to the stage.
It says here that I'm supposed to introduce myself, but I think you've seen far too much of me this afternoon. I'm just going to say I'm enormously humbled by what I've seen this afternoon, and I'm sure all of you are. To everyone in the room, for what you do, you're incredible. So give yourself a round of applause. There's a lot of people who can't be here, so please can I ask you to pass back our thanks from the team, and you'll hear from Anne in due course, but to everyone that wasn't able to be here this afternoon, it's important that you do that. I'm going to quickly introduce Care Friends, which is the new app that you may have heard about, and you heard perhaps Neil Eastwood talk about it briefly. Then I'm going to disappear, but I will come back, unfortunately. So a bit about Care Friends. We started working with Care Friends a few months ago now, and Care Friends is a mobile application that you'll be able to put onto your phones and will digitize our Refer a Friend scheme. It's a really important application for us to use, and I hope that it will make a big difference for us, not just in recruitment, but also with our retention. And I'll let Emma Melling, who is here from Care Friends, explain more to you about all of that. So Emma, where are you? Good to see you.
Thank you, Richard. So you've heard a lot today, so I'm going to do my best to be really, really brief. There are 3 things that I would ask of you, please, if you like, this afternoon. The first of which is that at some point this afternoon or this evening when you get home, if you do it all now, we'll break the Wi-Fi, so please don't, is to take out the booklet that you have in your bags of care about Care Friends and to follow the steps and download the Care Friends app. Okay, you can do it for free from either the Apple Play Store or the Google Play Store. You don't have to pay for it. When you've done that, I'd like you to register using the code that will be on the screen in just a second, CCL096. And then I would like you to share a job. Share your job, the job that we've seen so many examples of you doing so fantastically today. I'd like you to share your job and why you love it, what it is about your job that gets you up in the morning every day. I'd like you to share it with one person who you think would also do your job fantastically well, someone who you think would be a great addition to the Cornwall Care team. Why should you do this? The video on the next slide is going to explain that a lot better than I will be able to. It's made by your own colleagues. I'm sure you'll be able to spot a few of them in the room. So if we could play the video, please.
You make a difference every day. Your job isn't easy, but it's incredibly important to support vulnerable people in our society, our friends, our families, to make sure that they get proper care every day, 24 hours a day. Our society, and particularly Cornwall Care, would like more people to do this work. Cornwall Care would like to reward its staff for recommending more family and friends. Care Friends is a free app that you can download on your smartphone. If you don't have a smartphone, you can borrow a family member's or a friend's to download the app. You can keep track of your points and share our jobs.
In the app, you can view all of the available jobs at Cornwall Care. In just 3 taps, you can share them via text message, Facebook, WhatsApp, and many other means. You can earn points when someone applies for a job, attends a successful interview, starts work, and then when they've been with Cornwall Care for a whole year. If you introduce a nurse, bonus points will be awarded in the same way as the current Refer a Friend scheme. The current scheme will still be available for those that don't use the app. Either way, the points are the same. For example, you'll earn points every time someone applies for your direct shared link and attends a successful interview. If the person's completely new to the care industry, you'll earn bonus points. And why is this important? Because Care Friends points equal extra cash in your pocket. 1 Care Friends point is worth £1. You can see how many points you've got at any time from your home screen, and then request your points to be paid out in just 2 simple taps.
You can cash in your points to help with your day-to-day expenses, or you can save them for a holiday, Christmas, or even a special treat for yourself. That's all there is to it. There's no catch. You help friends and family to discover a job that you know they will love. Cornwall Care gets more great staff, and the local community gets the staff that it needs, whilst you get rewarded. Everything is easy to keep track of right on your phone. So why not sign up today?
Download the Care Friends app today. Cornwall Care will give you a unique code so you can log in and get started. And then all you've got to do is get sharing and decide what to spend your points on.
So, some familiar faces there. Points were mentioned, points that you can earn after you share a job with people, as I've asked you to. When somebody, you can see on here how many points you're going to earn at each of the different stages of the recruitment process. Okay, and remember, 1 point equals £1 to you. There's a lot more information in your booklets in here. Anyone in the recruitment team at Cornwall Care will be able to tell you more. So, all that is left for my other 2 pleas. The second is of which, at some point in the next few days, as well as the awesome job that I know you will all be doing when you go back to whatever it is that you have been doing every day, caring, most of you, and supporting for a lot of the rest of you, find a colleague and get them to do the same. Talk them into downloading the Care Friends app and sharing their job with someone who they think that would make a great addition to the Cornwall Care team. Okay, and in doing this, it's going to help you guys to earn points, which is always a good thing, and also to help Cornwall Care and you to keep providing the great level of care that you are already doing to all of the vulnerable people in Cornwall who need our help. The last thing, and I promise this is the last thing, my third plea. You guys are one of the first organisations in the UK to have access to the Care Friends app. Okay, we are still sorting out a few kind of little tests. We're in beta, is officially what it's called. So please, please give us your feedback, good and bad. If something isn't working, please don't give up on it. Let us know. There's details of how you can contact us in here. Equally, if you like it, please tell your friends, get them to download it as well, and hopefully this is going to help all of you and also Cornwall as a wider group. Thank you.
Hopefully this one's working. Yes, it is. Good. Right. I think there's one other technical issue as well, Emma, and that's that do we need to say that people who have registered already need to deregister and re-register? Is that correct?
Just pretend you've never done it before. Start over again.
Okay, and we'll protect the points that you've got for those who have got it already. Right. It's been a long day or long afternoon. We're coming towards the end. I've got a few things that I need to go through, though, please. So the first is, and it's prompted by a visit yesterday that the board made to Cedar. I know that you'll all be aware of the fantastic work that's going on at Cedar, and I really did just want to quickly mention Cedar Grange for everything that they're doing to bring Cedar back online in terms of the Churchill Wing and the exciting work that's being done there. So big round of applause for Cedar. Next, the logo competition, which many of you got involved with. And just to let you know where we are with that. So we have selected the winner, and I'll tell you who that is in a minute. And we are going to use the logo competition as the first opportunity to award some bonus points. So in reverse order, third place for the logo competition is Jenny Penhaligon from Mountford. And we'll be awarding Jenny some points, 15 points for the work that she put in for that. Second place is Amelia Ty from FlexiCare. And Amelia will get 25 points. And first place is Thomas Berry, who's, I think, 10 or 11 years old, and is the son of Joe Berry, who's an HCA 3 at Chivaris. So it's been an amazing day, as I said, and I just need to have a few thank yous, if I could. So first, before I do that, could I ask all of the winners in every category to stay behind afterwards briefly so that we can take a group photograph in front of the Cornwall Care screen? That would be great. I'd like to thank Sam Higgs and the events team and the staff here at Eden for everything that they've done for us today. I'm sure you'll agree that the venue and also the catering and everything that's gone with it have been superb. Next, I'd like to thank Paul and Toby, the two photographers. They've been extremely busy all afternoon. Sarah and Tom from Viva Crew, who've worked tirelessly on the finalist videos. They really have done a huge amount of work on that and also on all of the production today. So thank you very much indeed. Jamie and his staff from JHAV for the AV show today. Thank you. Oz, where is he? He's gone. Okay, the magician has disappeared. Fantastic sleight of hand tricks. He's surpassed himself. And also Steve, who you'll probably have seen, has disappeared as well. But I think the photo booth was an absolute triumph, and some amazing photographs have been taken this afternoon. Finally, I'd like to thank all of the sponsors once again for everything that you've done for us. It really couldn't happen without you, and thank you. Last but not least, I think I need to thank Daphne. Where is Daphne? Daphne, thank you very much indeed for being the most amazing compere. We've got a small gift for you. And the very last thing is, for those of you who have got awards and the trophies that you've got, there are boxes behind. Mel's holding up one now. So please collect your box before you go so that it can be looked after. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much, and thank you so much for the lovely flowers. They're much appreciated. Well, now back to Anne Thomas, CEO of Cornwall Care. She's going to say a few words, and then I'm going to say a few words after that. So, to me, to you.
As Richard said, it really has been a fantastic afternoon, and there were times when I felt really emotional but managed to hold it together until Linda got her award and then broke me. So can we just do one massive round of applause to everybody, because you've just been amazing. I think there's two other people that we just need to recognise who have put an enormous amount of work into making this afternoon a success, and that would be Shelley and Mel. Can you both just stand up for this? It's hugely stressful for them to put this together. They panic that they've missed something, but I think what they've managed to do this afternoon has been amazing, so thank you both. So I would just like to say congratulations to all of you. I'm so proud of everything that you've achieved and feel so privileged to be your chief exec, and I'm really excited about what the future holds for us. You are doing such wonderful things. What I reflect on is that your excellence and passion and dedication are just normal for you, and we really need to get more of those stories out there and celebrate them more, because they really are moving and what you're doing is really exceptional. And it's so important that we take the time out to celebrate, but it's also important that we celebrate all year. And so I want you to send me in your stories so that we can celebrate. We've got Sue with us, who's there helping us with our PR. Let's get those stories out there. Let's get the public knowing about the amazing skills and dedication that are in this workforce and the wonderful work that we do. What you do makes such a difference, and I want us to celebrate all year long. But in the meantime, another massive thank you for all of you for what you've been doing. Thank you.
And that brings to a close this amazing celebration this afternoon. Again, congratulations to everyone who was nominated, everyone who was a finalist, and to all the winners as well. Thank you for coming as well and supporting your colleagues for this celebration too, and the training achievements as well. Now, in your goodie bags, you will find a pass to Eden, which is valid for 12 months. So you can return and enjoy all that's very special about this place. And you missed the rain this morning, so it's nice that you'll be able to return. I hope you have a very safe journey home. Don't forget, all the winners need to come onto the stage for the group photograph. Thank you very much.